Hey guys, welcome back to the Red Pot. I know you've missed it. Finally! But I'm back. We're here. This week we're doing tomato sauce or marinara. And then the next couple of weeks we're doing like things with marinara sauce because like I made a big batch of sauce and then you want to make more stuff with the sauce instead of just the same thing with the same sauce over and over again. So we got marinara today. Next week we're doing cacciatore. Then from the cacciatore I took some of the stuff and then I made a chicken parmesan sandwich, and then we're finishing off with mozzarella sticks. So stay tuned. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to see all the videos coming out in the next couple of weeks. Okay, so let's start off in our large red pot. Obviously, because it's red pot, we're going to add in 1 diced white onion. Next up, we're going to add our garlic. Now, marinara needs a healthy amount of garlic. You want enough garlic to kill a vampire.
I ate a lot of garlic. And I just farted. Silent but deadly.
Or ruin Triple H's marriage. Now use the biggest knife you have to slice the garlic as thin as possible. Or you can use a razor blade. Anything in between, you'll cut your hand off. I can guarantee it. So just one or the other. Nothing in between, guys. Next up, we're going to use a chili. This is either a Fresno or an Anaheim or another place in California chili. I don't actually know. It's the red one that you get everywhere. And you're going to slice that up as thin as you can, add that to your onions and garlic, and you're going to sweat it out until everything is nice and soft. Next, take some basil leaves, pick them off of the stem, and you're going to finally chop the stem and add the stem in as well. Reserve the leaves for later. Add in about 2 tablespoons. Add in about 2 tablespoons of dried basil and add your tomatoes. Now the tomatoes are the most important, guys. It's tomato sauce, despite marinara. Buy the best cans of tomatoes that you can. Don't buy the 99-cent cans. Buy like the $3.99, the $4.99, the ones that, you know, packed in Italy or something like that, not just from California or whatever other place they're from. Now, depending on how smooth you want your sauce, you can either just crush everything up with your spoon and it'll have a nice rustic sauce, or you can use a whisk like you can see me here, kind of mash it all around, get some of those big chunks down, and that's perfectly fine. You can just have a nice, chunky, thick, rustic sauce, or you can do what we're about to do in a second. But first, you need to add your basil leaves in. Again, if you're gonna just use your whisk, chop your basil up before you add it in, but with the way we're doing it, you can just add them whole. I picked them for some reason, I don't know why. So what you want to do now is grab your immersion blender if you have one. If you don't have an immersion blender, you can use your food processor that's in your kitchen cupboard somewhere that you've never used, or your blender. Be careful with the blender though. Don't fill it too much because it's hot and it'll like explode everywhere and you'll have tomato sauce everywhere, and that's just a bad time. Nobody wants tomato sauce everywhere. Now blend it up with whatever method you want. While blending it, stream in a little bit of olive oil. This will just help it emulsify together, bind it a little bit, and also give it a really nice sheen. Sheen? Shine. Charlie Sheen? Is it a Charlie? You're gonna give it a nice Charlie Sheen.
Drugs?
Get a pot of water on, heavily season it, make it taste like the ocean, and drop some pasta in once it's boiling. Cook the pasta to whatever the directions on the box say. Trust me, the box knows better than you do. So this says 4 to 6, so I'm gonna go 5 because, I don't know, 2 minutes. In a pan, add some olive oil and some of the tomato sauce in. Heat everything up. When your pasta's cooked, add your pasta in and a couple tablespoons of the pasta water. The pasta water has starch in it. It'll help bind it to the sauce instead of it being like 2 separate things. It'll be one nice, cohesive, homogenized deliciousness. Once your pasta's in, add some fresh Parmesan. Add in a tablespoon of butter. Toss everything together and plate. If you have some of the basil leaves left over, use that for garnish. Make it all pretty. Yeah, that's just like my Nona makes. Oddly enough, which I know she doesn't make it the same way. Tomato sauce. No sugar added. Depends on the cans of tomatoes you get.
I'm sexy and I know it.
Delicious. You can't go wrong. Nice, simple. Oh, nice, simple, velvety with that little bit of butter in there, just to bind it all together. Parmesan cheese, fresh. Look at that. Make it.